Hey everybody, guess who? Mr. Midden. I had a little fun this weekend. I got out to use my telescope at the SIUC Star Party. Got some cool pictures, at least I think they're cool. This is this is the Andromeda Galaxy. It is the galaxy that is closest to us. And close in galactic terms means it's 2.5 million light years away. So if we were able to travel the speed of light, it would take us 2.5 million light years to get there. And the light we're seeing is 2.5 million years old. So this is not what the galaxy looks like right now. This is what that galaxy looks like 2.5 million years ago. It's kind of cool. And what's cool about telescopes and cameras is if you tried to look at this without a camera, all you would see would be a little white fuzzy patch, even through a pretty big telescope. But with a camera, I can collect light. For this image, I collected light for about 45 minutes, had several hundred images that I stacked on top of each other, so we can really see the details of what's there, which is kind of cool. Another thing I saw was called the North American Nebula. We've talked about nebula if you were in my classes. Nebula are those collections of gas and dust, either left over from a star that has exploded, or it is the remnants of stars as they try to poof off their outer atmospheres, right? So it's the intermediate stages between stars sometimes, and then stars will form out of these nebulas, and then it's when the stars are done and explode and spread their stuff out, it turns back into them. What's cool about this one is it's called an emission nebula, which means that it is emitting some of its own light because of those big bright stars that are in it. They are ionizing the gas, which means they're stripping off the electrons, and as they do that, photons are emitted. So this nebula will put out its own light, and that's where we get all these cool colors, which is kind of fun. Then I also got to see a star cluster called the Mothra Star cluster. Got to have a really good imagination to see this one. It helps if I shrink it down. Let me shrink it down really close. And you can start to see two eyes and then a cluster of stars below those two eyes that are kind of like the top of the chest. And then it stretches down into sort of the body of Mothra, and above it you can almost sort of see some stars that make it look like antenna. And then off to the sides, maybe if you got a good imagination, you can start to see some wings, which is kind of cool. But I can see some really cool stuff with this telescope I have. And if you want to see anything in the night sky, if you let me know what it is, I could take pictures of it and share it with you guys. So if there's something in the night sky you'd like to see, get a picture of it. My camera doesn't do good with planets, but any of the other deep sky stuff, let me know and I'll do that for you. But that's all I'm going to bother you with today. Hope you're out having fun, and I am going to try to stop this silly thing so that I don't bug you anymore. All right, talk to you guys later. I hope you're having fun.